Alright guys, it's Skulls back with another banger video, and today I'm going to be ranking all Fortnite Battle Passes starting from Chapter 1 Season 3 all the way to the current season, so let's get started. Alright, first on the list are Chapter 1 Season 3, 4, and 5. I put Chapter 1 Season 3 in S tier because it's just like the original, the OG. And I put Season 4 and 5 in A tier because they were both really good, but they're not like the first Battle Pass, so I don't think they deserved S tier. I mean, maybe Season 4, but I don't know. The reason why I put all three of these seasons pretty high up on the tier list is because they were just like the original Battle Passes, and they all had really good original skins. And I just think that they all deserve a high up spot, and yeah, that's why I put them up there. Alright, next up is Chapter 1, Season 7. I think this Battle Pass was alright. I mean, the Ice King was a pretty cool skin, and the season was pretty fun, but I honestly didn't think it was, like, amazing. That's why I put it at B tier, because it's, like, not amazing, but it's not horrible. So, yeah, it's yes. Alright, the next two are Season 6 and Season 8. I thought they were both pretty good seasons, especially for Battle Passes. And, like, they weren't the greatest. And the season was alright, but we're rating the Battle Passes here. So I just think the Battle Passes, they were good. They had some really cool, original, iconic skins. But they're definitely not the best, so that's why I put them at B tier. I just thought that they're alright, but they're not amazing. Next up is Season 9, Chapter 1, Season 9, I should say. And, the skins this season were pretty good, and the theme was alright. It's just, none of them were, like, super dramatic and iconic, except, like, maybe the one robot skin that looked like a chicken. That one was kind of cool, but, like, as far as the rest of them go, this Battle Pass was like run-of-the-mill, not very good. So that's why I put it at C tier. Like, it's not amazing, but it's not horrible, and it's not like very good either. So that's why it has to go at C tier. Alright, next up is Chapter 1 Season X. And I'm going to put this one at A tier specifically because it's just all the skins like hit. They were all good. Every last one. And this is like an OG season, and I remember just like watching my brother play it and stuff like that, and like watching other people play it. So it just reminds me of like really good times, and the Battle Pass was really good too. I wish I had some of those skins. So that's why it goes in A tier. Alright, next up we have Chapter 2 Season 1, and this is the season that I actually started playing on my own account on Fortnite, and like this is just, since it was my first season, it was like just so fun, and the Battle Pass was so good for like especially the season and what it was. It was a pretty boring season from what I remember because they updated it like once. But the Battle Pass was pretty good, and I think that's why it deserves A tier on my list. Right, next is Chapter 2 Season 2, which in my opinion is the best season of all time. And it was just the variation of skins, like how you could pick Shadow or Ghost, and there was Deadpool and the Golden Styles. It all just hit. And that's why I think it deserves S tier on this list. Alright, next on the list, we got some more back-to-back bangers. So we got Chapter 2 Season 3 and Chapter 2 Season 4. I think they both deserve S tier, especially Season 4. Season 4 had all these Marvel collabs that everybody wishes they could have, like, if they didn't play that season. And I honestly think that all of them were insane, and the bonus styles that season were, like, perfect. And especially Wolverine as the secret skin, and all the mythics that season 2. I know this is a Battle Pass tier list, but overall, season and Battle Pass S tier. And season 3, I just think that the skins were all pretty good. I mean, they were good skins, and that's why S tier. Alright, next up is Chapter 2 Season 5, and I think this Battle Pass was pretty good. I mean, especially with Mando and Mancake those were both really good skins, and like the Voyager, I think it was a solid battle pass, but I didn't think that it was like top tier. Like I didn't think it was S or A. So I think that's why it deserves like to be in the middle, like somewhere in the middle. So that's why I put it at B tier. Really good season and battle pass, but it really isn't like up there with the earlier seasons. Alright, next up, Chapter 2, Season 6. D tier, only had one good skin, which was Jonesy. I just think this season was horrible, worst of Chapter 2, and that's why it deserves the lowest tier on this list. And I only have D tier because I don't think any of the battle passes really deserve F tier. So, yeah, lowest tier because it was not good. Alright, next up is Chapter 2, Season 7, and I know in the video I put it in C tier, but I think I'm actually going to move it up to B tier because this season had Chimera, it had Zig, it had Rick, it had Sloan. Those were all really good skins, and since majority of it was really good, I just thought, well, now I think I should move it up to B tier. Like, it's not incredible, but it's not bad. So, B tier, right in the middle. Alright, next up is Chapter 2, Season 8. You know, I thought the season was actually kind of good, but the Battle Pass kind of was just not very great. So that's why I put it at C tier. You know, wasn't great, but it wasn't like terrible. I just thought maybe like this season it wasn't incredible, wasn't that good, and you know, C tier. Now moving on to Chapter 3, we have Chapter 3 Season 1, which I put this battle pass in S tier. Some people may disagree with me, but I put it in S tier. I mean, there's Foundation and there's Ronin, which was a good skin, but the main selling point for me was there was Spider-Man, which was a really, really good skin, and the super styles this season were great, especially that they put in one for Spider-Man, so that's why I think it deserves S tier. Next on this list is Chapter 3 Season 2, which, you know, it was a good season, like the gameplay was good, but the battle pass, it was alright. I mean, there was Doctor Strange, there was Gunner, and there was Prowler. Those were about it. And those skins were cool, but they were not, like, amazing. And honestly, that's why I put it in B tier, because it's not bad, not super good. So, just right in the middle, I think, is where it deserves. Alright, next up is Chapter 3 Season 3, which this battle pass was alright. I mean, it had Snap, it had the Malik skin, it had some pretty good skins in it, like Eevee, and maybe, I forget what the secret skin was. But it was a pretty good season for the battle pass, and that's why I put it at C tier, because it wasn't amazing per se. It just wasn't super great, and honestly, that's why I think it deserves C tier. Next up is Chapter 3 Season 4. This battle pass was alright. I mean, it had some decent skins, but honestly, wasn't the best, and that's why I think it deserves C tier. Like, not really the middle, not really the bottom, and not really the top, so C tier. Alright, now to finish off the tier list, we're going to start with Chapter 4, Season 1, D tier. Wasn't that good. I mean, ageless, maybe like healthy. Chapter 4, Season 2, B tier. Wasn't super great, but I mean, the season was alright, and the skins were kind of cool. Chapter 4, Season 3, D tier. It was not very great, that's all I gotta say. Maybe Optimus Prime, but I mean, nah. And then Chapter 4, Season 4, it was alright, D tier, or C tier, I mean. And then we have Chapter 5, Season 1, which I put at a solid B tier. And then we have Chapter 5, Season 2, put it at B tier. And then Chapter 5, Season 3, S tier. It's just really good this season. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. And again, thanks for the support on the video that I posted a couple of days ago. It's like the most popular video that I've posted, and thanks so much for watching it and giving me more subs. I'm really thankful, And anyways, see ya.